I have much experience in the manufacturing industry. I was to start. I graduated from Eastern Michigan University with my mechanical engineering degree in April 26th of 2015. I started. Well, I got my feet through the door for a company called Capture 3D Incorporated. There, I worked as a application engineer where we manufactured and built these 3D scanning systems called ATOS 3D blue light scanning systems, where pretty much is a 3D portable CMM machine. As an application engineer, I was involved in traveling on site in front of customers for installation, training, troubleshooting of these systems, and that was pretty much 100% customer interface. That was 50% travel, and if I wasn't traveling, I was performing the calibrations and jobs that the companies would send to us in office. And then I developed more experience working for Nordson Sealing Equipment, where we built these dispensing systems that dispense materials such as epoxy, silicones, and urethanes. I also worked as an application engineer where I experienced, on customer on-site travel for installations and trainings. And now I work for Bosch Automotive Steering Systems, where I work as an operations supervisor, where we build the steering systems, we manufacture them. I enforce the safety, the quality, and the overall productivity of these parts and make sure that we are efficient. I manage a group from 70 to 100 operators per day. I work second shift, so that's my experience. So I have overall 5 to 6 years of experience. So working at Bosch Automotive Steering Systems, I've just even for a year and 2 months, I've noticed that there was there was excessive amount of downtime that we had due to our robots, our machines going down a lot to like repeated greasing issues, camera issues from Cognex. I saw that we had a lot of issues. That was just my first month at Bosch Automotive Steering. So one positive effect that I've created was was having a preventive maintenance once a day, 7 days a week through the 5 production lines that I work in. We do develop, like I said, the steering automotive systems for the Honda, GM, Toyota, Chrysler, and basically we have a production target goal of 570 steering systems per shift. It's 3 shifts a day. A TPM is definitely needed. I'm trying to reduce the downtime, so definitely to make our machines more efficient. So definitely having maintenance sit on the line and having a preventive maintenance every single day, at least once a day, to make sure that these lines are running to prevent X amount of downtime, so our operators can continue to run efficiently and we continue to hit our production target and also meet our business goals. Like I said, we have a production target of 570 systems per shift. But I would like to increase to 600 to 700 so we can overachieve. Definitely an overachiever. So definitely this also help reduce costs. We help reduce a lot of scrap from rework. From when machines go down, we have to scrap out parts. A preventive maintenance was definitely one of my biggest accomplishments. So my training in lean manufacturing has been efficient, has been awesome. Basically, I've learned that it starts with the manpower. It starts with the manpower. It starts with the overall skilled labor that we have in house. And I've learned this at Bosch Automotive Steering, working as an operations supervisor. It definitely starts with making sure that we have the correct amount of operators, the training of the operators, to be efficient, the overall culture of each production line as efficient as it can be. Definitely, I'm working inside my lines. I'm very proactive when it comes to working with the operators to make sure that they are the ones who, like I said, who assemble the parts and get these to meet these production and business goals. That's definitely the first thing. And as mentioned before, the second thing to definitely where our approach is overall the quality of our steering systems. We definitely want to meet all customer criteria and make sure our customers are satisfied that we're giving them robust quality parts. So I took the initiative to set up quality alerts inside each station within the production lines to make sure that we're definitely meeting all the quality aspects, all the specs that are given to us on the drawings. And also, as mentioned before, the TPMs. I definitely believe in total preventive maintenance inside of each production line. I definitely believe in not believing too much downtime and believing to continue to run through 3 shifts as long as maintenance is sitting on the line, as long as we have automation and our robots are up to speed, our machines are up to speed, and everything's been worked on at least 3 to 4 hours per shift or per day. I definitely believe in all of it to keep. That's what I've learned in lean manufacturing, to make sure our flow is awesome when it comes to sub-assembly and full assembly, and that's with TPM, quality, and operators. So my approach to explaining process changes to manufacturing employees first is developing this relationship with the engineering team and the manufacturing employees, or making sure that the engineering team is on the line when there are ideas and questions coming from the manufacturing line to increase the change in cycle time. I definitely communication to make sure I make sure communication and ideas are heard. That's why I do want to bring the manufacturing manager, the engineers to the line, and also have them work with the production operators to make sure that questions are heard and to make sure that we are tackling the ideas right away, and even creating a review board when we do create process change to make sure we're all on the same page, because this is what increases the overall efficiency inside the line and creates the overall production, meeting our production goals and meeting our business target goals per year. So that approach is, like I said, just creating this relationship between the engineers and the manufacturer, making sure engineers are listening to our manufacturing operators, because sometimes at Bosch Automotive they may seem like they're not getting their ideas out, or they may have an idea and it's not being listened to. So I definitely like to have the involvement, have the engineers be more proactive. I'm being more proactive as a supervisor, and explaining this process and getting everyone involved, having questions heard, having daily meetings with ideas, and then also implementing these ideas. It's not just talking about it. I want to implement the ideas. And then, like I said, create this review board to keep track and have a tracking trend of cycle times. If there is a change, what's the new cycle time, and then we increase the efficiency up from there. Also, when faced with a very challenging situation, that definitely occurred also at Bosch Automotive Steering. The manpower was we lacked manpower in one of our production lines, and we know in manufacturing, definitely it starts with our production operators, the overall safety, overall quality. So the main thing is, manpower. We need people inside the line to get the lines going to meet our target and our business goals, for the day and for the year. So with this being said, we were short one of the production lines. I normally run 10 people in my final assembly line. One of them only had 5 people. Definitely, this required another touch of training on the less skilled labor workers. Definitely excessive amount of training that day. Definitely, I was able to split up. I was able to build operators. We'll take operators from different lines and bring them to this certain production line to keep the line going. I just balanced it all out until and I was also proactive. I do get to work 30 minutes before. I was able to ask operators from first shift if they would like to stay over to help out. Because I am short, and this is me being proactive. I am short inside of this line, and and I was able to get 3 operators to work. It's always about working smarter. And try to not stress over it too much. Figure out solutions, and that definitely what it was. I was able to build manpower from first shift, the ones who want to stay over for an extra 4 hours, and also increase the training for the less skilled laborers, or the ones who are new operators. Increase that training to make sure that we're keeping we're still meeting our target goal, and we're keeping these parts still going through the line without any issue.